Welcome back, tyrants and newcomers alike, to Phoenix Wright, attorney. Last episode, we finished the first part of the trial and we started our investigation, found out Gordy was fake, and then met this old man with a parrot who seems to know something about DL6. Go figure! Don't forget DL6, Squawk. Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? I getcha. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. So there is the station records room. I'll give you special permission to go ahead and find what you need. Alright, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. Alright, to the records room we go. Alright. Interesting. December 26th, Police Department records room. Wow! It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff, quick! 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is! Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Alright, let's figure this crap out. The case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right! Summary, found it! Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So this is taking place in 2016, I take it. Interesting. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district court. What? Is this the same district court where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Good Lord. God farted. Just kidding. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours! That would be scary like that in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Victim data. Do you have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim, here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son Miles. Miles? Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was on the elevator with his father. Well, duh, didn't we already figure that out? Jeez, didn't you see the coincidental flashback picture? From the angle of that bullet and other evidence, it could not have been suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh? It sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Suspect data. Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi? He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond, the victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived. Hey, boo-boo, oxygen deprived. Just kidding. So much... What's in your oxygen basket? So much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? Probably back to the forest to take some picnic baskets, boo-boo. Just kidding. He may be closer than we think. Yes, I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? DL6 case file added to the court record. Oh, yeah. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now, all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. This ought to be fun. Here we go, the final trial. I believe it's the final trial. At least I don't believe there are any more investigations after this one. And this is a doozy, guys. You're gonna love this ending if you don't already know it. Oh yeah, here we go. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Hail the beard, he is God. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently the prosecution's also ready. Who is the judge here, anyways? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. Dang it, gotta get my voice back. Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Hail Von Karma is law. Hail the beard is God. Order. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah, must you question everything? It'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Oh God, this guy. Witness, state your profession. I ran the proprietor of the restaurant, the New Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in a boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Raise an objection. My freaker. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Objection. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Hail Von Karma. Von Karma is law. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. The beard is still gone. Yeah. Well, I'm not really sure, right? What do you mean? My memory and yellow footballs. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness. Witness testimony. Here we go. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yup. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yup. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. You don't say. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine, of course. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well, then let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. That was a random outburst. Night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. I was in the restaurant while I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just afloating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Of course he spent time preparing this witness. I think we'll press him on the last statement, actually. Yes, let's press about the man walking by your window. By your window?
Yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. That is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. Man was a defendant, he was saying. I can't believe he's dead. How did you know he was a defendant? Wasn't it foggy?
Objection!
Nope. Why do you say that, sir? Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad!
Dad's certain, Keith. He said I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too.
Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth?
That was half my Edgeworth bar.
What the freak?
This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt, neither does the beard. I guess.
Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. They'd better act quick or this trial is going to be over. Raise an objection. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's court that it could not have been Edgeworth when he fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Stop being lost in thought. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please! Can you hear me, sis? Please! We need your help! Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Enough! The witness may leave the stand.
God dang it. The court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! Humph! This court finds the defendant Mr. Miles Edgeworth guilty? What? The accused will surrender to the court immediately. Whoa, okay. To be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. Wow, so that's it? Wait! Oh, I guess not. Yay! Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Oh my god, no! No! Anybody but him. Larry! What are you doing here?
Listen! You gotta listen to me! I was there in the park the night of the murder! I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it!
Remembered what?
The gunshot! I heard it too!
Snap! Freaking Larry! Order! Although we did prolong this case long enough so we didn't get a guilty verdict. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided! I call for adjournment! One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, the gunshot, that night!
Now we're sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony, and then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call it a murderer. That's just not right! I'll testify! Let me testify!
Order, order!
Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. If it could get worse, we could all be in jail. Your Honor, there's another witness. It is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Ah, snap. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now! What? You cannot tell Von Karma what to do. Hail Von Karma! Hail the beard, motherfreaker! The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. God forbid. Court is adjourned. Ah, snap. We gotta cross-examine Larry again. Good God. Bennett lobby number 2. Whew! That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I see what he did there. Humph. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When you fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah. This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he has let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry! And God knows you can't prepare for Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything depends on Larry now. God forbid. September 27th, 10:35, District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me! Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Night of the murder, witness testimony. That night I was out on the boat in the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. And just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't notice the boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any matter, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. God hail the beard. Yes, Your Honor. Sir Beardiness. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Alright, let's go. Night of the murder. Alright, that night you were out on a boat on the lake. You were looking for something and I found it, so I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. What were you looking for? Looking for something? Yeah! Mr. Butch, what was it you were looking for? Haha, I said Butch, What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. You know, it wouldn't surprise me one bit if that was the truth. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. Quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop. Doc, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard the bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't notice the boat. Tell me about that time you heard the bang. Where did the sound come from?
Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't notice a boat.
Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order! Well, Mr. Bunch. Whoa! Everyone just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not.
Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. After I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Wait, wasn't there two? So you only heard one bang, correct?
Yeah!
Huh? Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry, I wish I could be more helpful. Wish I could call my sister. Okay, so obviously, he only heard one gunshot, but there were two, right? Let's see here. What is the one that says there were two gunshots? Yes, that was it. Okay. Wait a sec, Larry.
What?
You only heard one bang? You're sure?
That's what I said!
But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday she heard two bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night.
Huh?
Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said?
Go, Nick, please!
Huh?
You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. Botch.
What?
You only heard one gunshot, are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Huh? Not sure? How could you not be sure?
Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else.
Something else?
My radio, dude, on my headphones!
What? Order, and stop that booing! Wow. Mr. Botch, you were listening to a radio on the earphones?
Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Even I know iPods are in style, you idiot. Mr. Von Karma, your opinion. Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Yes. No, I think I've heard enough. This is all too embarrassing. In fact, I think we've all heard enough. What are you saying, Nick? If you stop now, Mr. Edgeworth will be found guilty. We have to turn this trial around now. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Bunch, please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request radio show on the radio, see? I was just listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
What was he saying? You were listening to your radio at a high volume?
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country?
I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. And plus, it's probably... Well, no, never mind. They're in Japan. Of course, it's a free country. Not North Korea. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What they heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? The beard is senile and old and outdated. And now it is crying. An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. I think we know what to press, so let's just skip all this crap. But I'm sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. What did he say, Larry? What did he say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good can knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, Fine, very well. Mr. Butch, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot, stupid? Just when he said, "Hey, Thomas Christmas, I heard the gunshot." So it was before midnight, and the murder was after midnight, so this is a completely different gunshot. Da-da-da-da. Okay, it's not that one. Maybe it's the autopsy report. Okay, if it's not the autopsy report, then whoops. Holy crap. Go back. There we go. Okay. If it's not the autopsy report, then it was... that! Yes! You contradict Lauder's disposition again. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with that face? You look scary, dude! Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. There's something the matter, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, indeed. And why do you sound like Larry? You sound stupid. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. That contradicts the two testimonies we've heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshot, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Oh, snap! Order, what does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, the witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, this answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him, suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butcher's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Obviously this, because it was taken at... oh wait, no, that's after midnight. Crap. Let's see here. Obviously the parrot said it. Just kidding. Just after midnight. Crap. What is the evidence? There was a gunshot before midnight. Let's see. Lotta's camera. Yes. I have a favorite saying. I'd like to share it with the court. Youth and stupidity go hand in hand. Get rid of both and I'll allow you to show me this rubbish you call evidence. In other words, I picked the wrong evidence. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, anyways. So it's not the camera. What about this second lake photo? Oh yeah, this is the 1150. Derp. Look at this photograph. Every time I look, it makes me laugh. I hate Nickelback. I always make that joke. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 1150. Oh yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It's why this photograph has any relation to Nickelback. Just kidding, it's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct! There was a loud noise on the lake at 1150. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were two sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Ay, gringos, mi pantalones. Alright, why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge! The camera was sent to respond to loud noises. Yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why? The witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Hi, my nose was clear that night, man, clear!
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot?
And we'll have to do that next episode. Rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, and see you guys next time.